Hello guys, I just want to do a quick review of my G-Shock 1500 MTG 1A, okay? I fell in love with this watch when it came on the market a few years ago, but I didn't want to spend €500 on one, which is the price over in this neck of the woods. I felt it was just way too expensive, even though it's a beautiful watch. But very recently, I managed to buy one second-hand off a guy for far less than that, for a very good price indeed. And anyway, I'm just in love with the watch. I'm delighted. It's in perfect condition. Everything is working. But mainly, it's the looks of this thing that I really like. Really is beautiful. I just love the way the black resin on the top, on the bezel, and on the strap just contrast with the silver. Okay, let me just put it on first for a minute. That's it. Now, I was even lucky, the guy had one link taken out, which is the same as what I would do for it to fit my wrist properly. So I didn't have to have the wrist, the strap altered in any way. And it sits really well on the wrist. Very clear, looks really good. It's obviously it's a tough solar, so it's got the long life solar battery. They claim anything between 10 and 20 years. I don't know how true that is. I've never worn a solar battery out yet in a watch. You just keep some sunlight on them, wear them on your wrist, and don't have your wrist covered, that kind of thing, and it'll keep them charged up nicely. But you can leave them in a drawer for, I believe, up to 2 years before you flatten down the battery. There's a power save mode, so when it's been in the darkness for some time, everything stops, but the time keeps working in the background, Anyway, there's a little dial there, and it's on high there now to indicate the solar power. So you got high, medium, low, and charge. When I bought the watch, it was on medium, but I put it out in the sun for a bit, and it's now back on high. So that's fine. Now, it also has the atomic timekeeping. So it receives a radio signal every night, and that keeps it bang on, up to date, and keeps the time completely accurate. And you just press this button here, and it tells you when the last update was, and it was at 2:02 this morning. And that happens every night, just once, and that keeps the time completely accurate to the second all the time. So these watches with this feature effectively are the most accurate watches in the world. Yeah, let me see what else. It's got the usual features. Stopwatch. No, that's world time there. Okay, world time. Stopwatch. The little dial here on the right is a little stopwatch in itself. I'll just show you now. Now, there we go, we're off. And I know the minute hand is obscuring it a bit, but you can see the dial ticking along there. So, pretty cosmetic really. But it's nice to have, You see it there now ticking along in time with this other one, the digital one here. So stop that and reset. And move on then. Have a timer. And the alarms. Various alarms. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 alarms and a signal. And then back to the normal time. Just a little feature I also want to show you in the world time mode. Now you see it's set to Berlin there. That's an hour ahead of where I am. Now if I go to Berlin, when I'm on the plane, I can swap out the time like this. I press the A button up here and the B button here. Okay, watch, I press these simultaneously and the time moves 1 hour forward. Very handy that. You can do that in the plane before you land in a new country, and you have your time set up. And then on the way back then, when you're finished your holiday or whatever, you're back on the plane, you're coming home, press the 2 buttons again, and it jogs back, okay? So, that's it. So what else have I got to say about it? Well, it's got the looks, you know. You got the black plastic here, stainless steel buttons. You know, really good. And it's got the MTG logo there, to sign of their more upmarket range. I don't know. I'll be honest. I can't say why they're so expensive. For instance, this is a G-Shock 1250. Okay, very similar watch, to be honest. It doesn't have the radio update, but even watches like this with the radio update, the atomic update, they're not that much more expensive. But this watch, you can buy this in this country for about €200. This one's about €500, and I really can't see what's in it to justify the price. But there you go. You know, I suppose if you just like it and you want it. But €500, €200, very similar. Still, I prefer this one. I prefer the look of it. It has the light, of course. Yeah, not great, but it does light it up, and it has a little bit of lume. Now the lume on this watch is not fantastic at all. I'll just pause the video and see, can I show you the lume, okay? Yeah, guys, as promised, here is the lume. Now, the hands are lit up quite well, but the markers are also lit. They're quite faint, but it's not too bad. Of course, you have the light, so there's the light. Okay, do it again. Yeah, plenty of light there. I mean, it's not a problem, but it's not as good as, say, on the 1250. This is the G-Shock 1250. Cheaper watch has way better lume. Okay, anyway. So that's the story. Just thanks for watching the video.